When we establish clear boundaries, we live more authentically, aligned with our internal values and the external world. This leads to eudaimonia, true prosperity and happiness, not merely by avoiding harm, but by actively cultivating a robust, peaceful, and deeply fulfilling life. Fostering personal growth and self-reliance lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius believed that true independence comes from mastering your inner state rather than being swayed by external circumstances. Epictetus famously expressed this idea: freedom is the only worthy goal of life. This freedom is achieved by focusing on what you can control and dismissing what lies beyond your reach. To foster personal growth, Stoicism promotes self-assessment and continuous learning. This involves examining your strengths and weaknesses, setting personal goals, and pursuing them with diligence and perseverance. Stoic principles build mental fortitude, shielding us from emotional chaos and allowing us to maintain inner peace regardless of external influences. In this exploration, we will uncover not only how to detach from emotional dependencies, but also how to embrace the clarity and liberation that come with this philosophical approach. Join me on a journey to rediscover the strength of your own spirit through the profound teachings of Stoicism. In Stoic thought, self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional independence. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, emphasize the importance of understanding the reasons behind our actions and feelings. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful statement embodies the Stoic belief that true control comes from within, not from changing our external circumstances. To begin your path toward detachment, identify why certain relationships or emotional bonds no longer benefit you. Are they toxic, draining, or perhaps incompatible with your personal growth? Understanding your why is crucial because it strengthens your resolve and aligns your actions with your higher goals. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our relationships, constantly questioning whether they serve our greater good. This process mirrors the Socratic method of inquiry, digging deeper to uncover truth. Aristotle, another pillar of Western philosophy, also highlighted the importance of self-knowledge. He believed that knowing oneself is the key to all wisdom. This introspective journey involves honestly evaluating our bonds and recognizing which ones hinder our ability to live virtuously. As Epictetus famously taught, we must focus only on what is within our power. Our response is,
this process mirrors the Socratic method of inquiry, digging deeper to uncover truth. Aristotle, father pillar of Western philosophy, also highlighted the importance of self-knowledge. You begin your path toward detachment. Identify why certain relationships or emotional bonds no longer benefit you. Are they toxic, draining, or perhaps incompatible with your personal growth? Understanding your why is crucial because it strengthens
not the events themselves. By distinguishing between our reactions and the events, we preserve our energy for what we can control. Reflect on your relationships. What aspects of this relationship can I influence? Is my emotional investment reciprocated and valued? In this process, you embrace not only Stoic detachment, but also a broader philosophical tradition that values self-awareness, rational thinking, and personal autonomy. This journey is not about severing ties out of bitterness, but about realigning your relationships with your internal values and ideals. It's about creating space for emotional and spiritual growth, paving the way for healthier connections and personal fulfillment. True strength lies in living not as a reaction to the world around you, but in harmony with your deepest values. In Stoic philosophy, managing and expressing emotions is not about suppression. It's about integrating them into your life in ways that serve your well-being and rational mind. The Stoics believed that while we can this principle is central to the Stoic approach to emotions. Healthy emotional management begins by acknowledging and understanding your feelings, without letting them dictate your actions. Stoicism teaches us to observe our emotions objectively, examining them as if they were external events. This approach aligns with modern cognitive behavioral therapy, where we evaluate whether our emotional reactions are reasonable and constructive before acting on them. Expressing emotions in a healthy way means finding outlets that do not harm ourselves or others. For example, Marcus Aurelius practiced emotional expression through writing in his meditations, where he reflected on his thoughts and feelings with clarity. By using this method, we can gain a deeper understanding of our emotions and begin to manage them effectively, ensuring our responses remain aligned with our Stoic principles. By committing to these Stoic practices, you will discover that emotional detachment is not about By mastering emotional resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with the same equanimity as the great Stoic philosophers. To gain clarity and introspection into your thoughts and emotions, it is essential to explore different ways of channeling your energy. Physical exercise serves as a powerful tool for releasing stress, clearing the mind, and enhancing mental well-being. This approach aligns seamlessly with Aristotle's belief that true virtue is rooted in action. Just as physical health is deeply intertwined with the well-being of the soul, nurturing your body strengthens your emotional resilience. Moreover, engaging in honest and open conversations with friends or a therapist can be profoundly therapeutic. Seneca, a pivotal Stoic philosopher, often emphasized the healing power of dialogue. He believed that a true friend acts as a mirror for the soul, offering us the chance to see ourselves more clearly, fostering emotional health and personal growth. One of the most valuable Stoic practices for managing emotions is journaling or self-reflection. This process not only helps you detach from immediate emotional impulses, but also provides an opportunity to analyze the origins and effects of your feelings. Through regular reflection, you can develop a deeper understanding of your emotional landscape and cultivate greater resilience. Over time, this practice empowers you to respond to life's challenges with reason, rather than reacting impulsively from emotion. The Stoic approach to emotional management is about finding balance. Emotions should neither be suppressed nor allowed to overwhelm you. Instead, they must be acknowledged and expressed in ways that contribute to personal growth and inner peace. This balanced response leads to ataraxia, a serene state of mind that arises from living in harmony with reason. Establishing healthy boundaries is another crucial Stoic practice. According to Stoicism, understanding the distinction between what is within our control and what lies beyond it is vital for living a virtuous life. As Epictetus wisely said, "Some things are within our power and others are not." By applying this principle to relationships, you can learn to set boundaries based on what you can influence, your actions, responses, and decisions. Healthy boundaries are not about withdrawal or indifference. Rather, they involve preserving yourself while respecting both your own being and that of those around you. Marcus Aurelius highlighted the importance of acting in accordance with your nature while respecting others. This balance is essential for setting healthy boundaries. Establishing clear expectations in personal and professional relationships protects your values and invites others to respect them. In practice, setting boundaries involves clear communication and consistent enforcement. This might mean saying no when something doesn't align with your principles or negatively impacts your well-being. It could also involve limiting your time with people who drain your energy or avoiding conversations that create unnecessary stress. Seneca warned us to associate with those who help us grow, a principle only possible with well-defined boundaries. Modern psychology underscores the importance of boundaries for emotional health. By defining how you interact with the world, you shield yourself from burnout, resentment, and emotional exhaustion, issues the Stoics recognized as contrary to living virtuously. By respecting your own boundaries and setting them for others, you foster relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and growth. The Stoic practice of setting boundaries is deeply tied to its central philosophy, living according to reason and virtue. When we establish clear boundaries, we live more authentically, aligned with our internal values and the external world. This leads to eudaimonia, true prosperity and happiness, not merely by avoiding harm, but by actively cultivating a robust, peaceful, and deeply fulfilling life. Fostering personal growth and self-reliance lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius believed that true independence comes from mastering your inner state rather than being swayed by external circumstances. Epictetus famously expressed this idea: freedom is the only worthy goal of life. This freedom is achieved by focusing on what you can control and dismissing what lies beyond your reach. To foster personal growth, Stoicism promotes self-assessment and continuous learning. This involves examining your strengths and weaknesses, setting personal goals, and pursuing them with diligence and perseverance. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment and inner strength come from practicing virtue, mastering self-control, and focusing on what you can genuinely influence. Practically speaking, building personal growth and self-reliance requires daily habits that nurture this mindset. Journaling, meditating, and reading philosophical texts by Stoic masters help reflect and deepen your understanding of yourself. These tools provide perspective, allow introspection, and create space for personal improvement. However, self-reliance is not just about learning, it's about taking deliberate actions aligned with your values. Setting challenges that push you to grow demonstrates not only that you can handle life's demands, but also strengthens your confidence. By embracing these Stoic practices, you can transform into a more complete and self-reliant individual. You prepare yourself for life's uncertainties not with fear or anxiety, but with grace and composure. As you grow, you'll notice a shift in your relationships as your ability to interact authentically and meaningfully improves. The more self-reliant you become, the better you can give, connect, and be present in the lives of others. Ultimately, fostering personal growth and self-reliance is about becoming the architect of your own happiness and virtue. It's about learning to live in harmony with nature, making decisions rooted in wisdom and integrity, and building a life that reflects your highest ideals. One of the foundational principles of Stoicism is mindfulness and acceptance. famously championed by Epictetus. His advice, make the best use of what is in your power and accept the rest as it comes, reminds us that peace does not come from trying to control everything around us, but from mastering how we respond to it. In practice, mindfulness within Stoicism involves paying close attention to our thoughts and emotions without letting them dictate our actions. It's about recognizing. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, urges us to observe the flow of our thoughts, learn from them, and gain mastery over our reactions. By practicing mindfulness, we begin to detach from unnecessary emotional entanglements and build emotional resilience. Acceptance is also a key part of this principle. It means acknowledging the reality of any situation, no matter how uncomfortable, without resistance or denial. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from aligning ourselves with the natural course of events. Much of our suffering stems from resisting the inevitable, which is why Seneca advised against worrying before something happens, as many of our fears are unfounded. In practical terms, mindfulness and acceptance can be integrated into daily life in small but meaningful ways. Setting aside time each day for quiet reflection, practicing deep breathing, or simply walking mindfully can help you stay centered and present. These habits allow us to approach life with a clear mind, reduce stress, and navigate challenges with greater equanimity. By living in harmony with these Stoic practices, we not only build emotional resilience, but also cultivate a life that feels more balanced and true to who we are. We learn to accept reality as it is, free from the chaos of unnecessary emotional reactions. This enables us to embrace the changes and challenges life presents, without the constant turbulence that often accompanies them.